Why is our mind so noisy? We chase 1,000 thoughts at once. We call it multitasking, but it feels chaotic. We are busy, but not productive. We feel full, but we are empty. What if the secret to peace and progress wasn't in doing more? What if it was found in doing only one thing with our whole self? This was the question that haunted Julian. The picture, him now in his high-tech office, a monument to modern success. 3 monitors flash with data, charts, and endless streams of information. His phone buzzes incessantly on the desk, a relentless demand for his attention. On one screen, a video call is active, faces waiting for his input. But he isn't truly there. He is typing a frantic email on another screen, his fingers flying across the keyboard, trying to put out a fire somewhere else. He tries to listen to the call, nodding at what he thinks are the right moments, but his mind is split, divided. The cost of this division is immense. He feels stretched thin, like a rubber band about to snap. Small mistakes creep into his work. A misremembered name on the call, a typo in the urgent email. He feels like he is failing at everything, all at once, despite the corner office and the impressive title. He is drowning in the very success he fought so hard to achieve. One afternoon, the dam breaks. The noise in his head becomes a physical pressure, a pounding behind his eyes. He can't take another second. He stands up abruptly, leaving the video call without a word, and flees the office. He walks. He has no destination. He just needs to escape the cage of connectivity. The city streets are a blur of noise and motion, mirroring the chaos in his mind. He turns down a side street he's never noticed before. It's old, quiet. The frantic energy of the city fades behind him, and then he hears it. Not a song, not a melody, just a single, pure, musical note hanging in the still air. It cuts through his mental static like a beacon. He follows the sound, drawn by its clarity. It leads him to a small, dusty workshop. The air inside smells of old wood and varnish. Sunlight streams through a grimy window, illuminating floating dust motes. And there, in the center of the room, is an old man. He sits on a low stool, a violin resting in his lap. The man is not playing. He is simply listening, his head tilted, his eyes closed. With an almost imperceptible movement, he is carefully, slowly, tuning a single string. This is Master Kato. Julian, still agitated, his heart still racing from the frantic pace of his day, spills his story. The words tumble out of him. I'm drowning. I'm doing everything at once, and it's all just noise. I have calls, emails, projects, data. My mind is pulled in 100 directions every minute. I feel like I'm breaking apart. Master Kato looks up at him. His eyes are calm, ancient. He says nothing. Instead, he lifts the violin and, with a sudden, sharp motion, plucks all 4 strings at once. The sound that erupts is a harsh, discordant crash, a painful, ugly noise that makes Julian physically flinch. Julian stares at the luthier, his breath caught in his throat. That is what my mind feels like. Kato nods slowly. He looks down at the instrument. You are trying to tune all the strings at once. This is your multitasking. It is not music. It is just noise. A musician cannot hear the true pitch of the A string if he is also listening to the G string. It's impossible. He must give his entire world, his entire attention to one single string. He must listen only until it is true. Then, and only then, he moves to the next. Cato's gaze softens. Your power is not in your chaos, it is in your focus. As if to demonstrate, he closes his eyes again. His hand moves to a tuning peg, turning it by a fraction of a millimeter. He plucks the A string. A clear note rings out. He listens intently, his entire being concentrated on that single vibration. He adjusts again, a tiny, precise movement. He plucks the string one more time. The note that emerges now is different. It is perfect. It is pure. It fills the small workshop, not with sound, but with a profound sense of peace, a quiet harmony that settles Julian's racing heart. Give your whole self to one thing, Cato says, his voice barely a whisper. Make it true. Then, and only then, move to the next. That pure, perfect note hangs in the air. For Julian, it feels like the first quiet moment he has experienced in years. In that single, unwavering tone, he hears the answer. It hits him like a bolt of lightning, the jarring, dissonant crash of all four strings that was his life. That was his precious multitasking. He has been trying to tune all the strings at once, creating nothing but noise and stress. He looks at the old master, at the peacefully resonating violin, and he finally understands. The goal isn't to do everything. The goal is to do one thing, truly. We don't end our story in the workshop. We end it back in Julian's office. The 3 monitors are on. His phone, placed back on the desk, buzzes with a new notification. The chaos is still there, waiting. The old Julian would have reacted instantly, his attention splintering in a dozen directions. But this is the new Julian. He takes a long, slow breath. He reaches out and deliberately turns off the 2 side monitors. The flashing data and distracting charts go dark. He picks up his phone, silences it, and places it inside a desk drawer, closing it with a soft click. He is left with one screen, one task, the most important one. He looks at it, his focus now a singular, sharpened point, and he begins to work. His face is calm. His movements are deliberate. He is present. He is tuning one string. A mind that chases everything at once catches nothing. True power is not found in multitasking, but in the profound, peaceful focus of doing one single thing until it is true.